Hey Nathan, once upon a time, massive SUVs like this brand new 2015 Ford Expedition roamed the earth unchallenged, but that was before gas shot above $4 a gallon.
Nowadays, all that is left to compete with this is, basically the Suburban. And Ford brought us out here to West Virginia to see if this vehicle, which they say is pretty much all new, can compete with the Suburban.
And you know, this is the brand new Platinum, first time ever a Platinum model in the Expedition, and our review is coming up
On the Fast Lane car.
This is a family car. It seats up to 8 with all the creature comforts that you'd expect. You got to have that when you're rolling in an Expedition. It's big, it's bold, it's in your face. It has 22-inch wheels. The front screams Ford. And check it out, even new LED fog lamps. Nathan, one of the new things on this new 2015 model is this driver select suspension setup. So in your little 4-inch display there, you can change it from sport to normal to comfort.
That's right, and it's relatively easy to switch. I haven't, well, why don't we try it right now?
Let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, well, it's in sport right now.
Ford says that the difference between sport and comfort is huge, so we should be able to feel it. A lot of these you can't really tell.
Yep, let's just hit the actual highway and then I'll switch. I'll tell you when I'm hitting the switch.
If you drive a Ford F-150, you'll be familiar with what's under the hood here. It's a 3.5-liter V6, the EcoBoost twin turbo that puts out 365 horsepower and 420 pound-foot of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and Ford says it's going to get good fuel economy. The numbers haven't been released yet. They're saying 15% better than last year's. And of course, here's a big number, 9,200 pounds. That's how much this big boy will tow. One of the other cool things about this car is it's a really good tow vehicle. It's got basically all the tow stuff that Ford puts in an F-150.
That's right. You have the trailer sway control, brake control right here, and it is mounted in absolutely the best spot it could possibly be mounted, and that's why you would buy a vehicle like this, is to tow, and it's, what, 9,200 pound maximum towing?
Yeah, and it's also got all the Ford F-150 apps, you know, all the towing apps, let you know when the trailer's hooked up, all that kind of good stuff.
Ford has updated the interior, and there are lots of really nice touches. I especially like the stitching and some of the leathers they're using in here. New colors, fantastic. Unfortunately, there are a couple issues, one of which is they're still using really hard plastics where you would be putting body parts like an arm, and it goes all throughout the dash. Still, it is a very comfortable place to drive in, and I found it to be extremely quiet inside. By the way, I'm now in comfort mode, and I can tell you I've gone up and down this road a few times while we've been filming. It is a lot more comfortable. I could just tell you right now, because I felt, you know, the center strip right here in this area. I'm not feeling it. I mean, you could hear it, but I don't feel it.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit more relaxed, a little more comfortable.
So what you're looking at here is a basic interior indeed when it comes to storage, but it's also, according to Ford, one of the largest. Now there are two different wheelbases, which means two different sized interiors. There's a 119-inch wheelbase, which is the short wheelbase Expedition, and then there's a 131-inch wheelbase, which is the long version.
And the short one competes with the Tahoe, and the long one competes with the Suburban. Now Ford says that the third row is adult size, so shall we find out? Yep, time to get back there, Nathan.
Damn it. How is it supposed to... How's this goddamn thing supposed to... It slides forward, right? Damn it. Okay, well, one, okay, so I have to pull this. Okay, there we go, there's that. There's that. And then...
There's a little strap there. A little strap by your left hand.
Yeah. Wow, that was so easy.
Fair enough, but it is the first time you've done it.
All right, let's see if I can... Yeah, you're recording. All right, so I'm in the third row.
And you fit. Is it adult size?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, look, it's not the world's most comfortable place, but I have knee room. I'm larger than an average adult, and it's all right.
So Nathan fits.
Nathan fits. They replaced the old power steering with electrically assisted power steering,
Yep.
which is more efficient, and you know, it's a truck, so feel isn't really an issue. Frankly, you know, it's you kind of point and click with this basic. I really don't know on a vehicle like this how important it is to really have a sports setting. You're not going to be flying around corners with this.
No, I think the towing stuff is much more important because I can see people towing boats, campers.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. And this has auto leveling in order to assist you with that towing. So that way you're not, let's see, feel that?
Yeah, I can feel it, yeah.
That's the sport mode telling you what the road is doing.
All right, now we are at about sea level. Give it the beans, man. See how that EcoBoost does.
Good pickup. Really good pickup.
Yeah, it is a good pickup. That is just a monster of an engine.
Yeah, we've tested EcoBoosts at high altitude under absolutely extreme loads, and so far we've been very impressed. Now we know a lot of you out there who are Ford fanboys or anti-Ford fanboys have things to say about it, but in terms of our experiences, it's been a very, very impressive engine.
Yeah.
But it hasn't...
Thirsty.
Exactly what I was about to say. It has been thirsty. Now they say it's going to be about a 15% increase gas mileage over the last model. But the last model was, if I recall, a V8.
5.3 liters.
Yeah, so I mean, that's not really pushing too much. You know, 15% is, what, an extra 2 miles per gallon?
Yeah, you know, that's going by what Ford says. We can't verify that ourselves. So we'll have to wait until the EPA numbers come out. The other thing I would say is, while it's brisk acceleration, it isn't like, you know, knock your teeth out kind of, you know.
No, it's just not like, that whole thing.
It's kind of like nice, gradual but firm feel of acceleration as you get into the gas.
It certainly doesn't feel like you need a V8. That's what's important here. I mean, it really
Good
feels
point.
like this is an adequate, perfectly adequate engine.
Better than the Suburban. You know, it'd be fun to mash them up. It's hard to tell when you don't drive them head to head.
Yeah, eventually we're going to have the opportunity to do so, and it's going to be interesting. And remember, this is a vehicle that really hasn't been around anywhere near as long as the Suburban. So General Motors really does have a leg up in terms of brand recognition. But with that being said, this does have four-wheel independent suspension, and the Suburban does not.
Yeah, and it's had it for a long time. So
Yeah, it has.
That's a big plus in my book. Nathan Ford says that this will hit the local Ford dealerships at the end of September, and it is available in two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive.
That's right, it's a four-wheel drive vehicle, so that means we're going to take it off-road when we get it up to Colorado.
And if you're interested in pricing, $40,000 all the way up to about $63,000 for the new Platinum Edition, and if you want a full review, you're going to have to wait
until we get it up to Colorado.
It's not fair to you or fair to Ford after we've only driven it for like an hour. So as always, this is Roman
and Nathan
saying thanks for watching, and check out tflcar.com for
news, views, and real world reviews.
You're getting good at that.
I am.
See you later. Ciao.